Welcome back, guys, to the Orlando Huskies franchise. It is week 16 of season 6. The 10-4 Huskies taking on the 6-8 New Orleans Saints here in rainy Orlando. And the Huskies coming off of one of their best wins in franchise history. An amazing comeback late in the game. Are here trying to clinch a playoff spot against a struggling Saints team. But two of the best defenses going head to head as the Saints kick returner hurt on the first play of the game. Now a 1st and 10 from the 25 for the Saints. As Young pushes out the Saints receiver. Little after a 3-yard catch, but the Huskies look to get healthier next week as Caden, he's tied for the lead on the team in sacks with 6, and he's got to be key for a huge playoff push. And we want to make a deep playoff run this year, but this ball's thrown up and thrown away by Clemens on that one. Great coverage downfield by the Huskies. Now a 3rd and 7 from the 29. Clemens dropping back the pass. Throws it on the run, cross body, and hits his big tight end right in front of Justin Martinez. Had a ton of running room as well. Surprised he didn't run it. But a 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line. The Saints go with a RPO, and Stanton was right there, nearly picks it off, and now Dylan is hurt, and that is not a good sign, as Dylan has been one of our best defensive players on this team, if not second best player this season, and Grimes lays out Clemens on that play. But the big tight end, Eckel, with his 2nd catch, and now a bruised sternum for Caden. He will not be returning to this one. Expect to see a lot of Kirkpatrick and Cunningham on these next couple of drives. Figure out which one will remain in there. Right now you see Kirkpatrick in there for the Huskies. But a 2nd and 1 from the 28-yard line. They go underneath and Stanton with nice coverage on the tight end, Eckel. But he hangs onto it for the 1st down. First and 10 from the 26. Empty set here for the Saints. And Beach drops back into coverage and picks off Clemens. We've seen Beach do that twice against Larry Lamb. Dropped both of them, but this time hangs on to it. And what a spark plug he's been in the absence of Caden. Has a sack last week and now a pick early in this week. Only signing a 1-year deal with the Huskies, but have to wonder, has he done enough to earn a contract extension? Tyreek Givens coming out on the field, 1,400 yards, 11 touchdowns, 9 interceptions on the season. Interception numbers really high, but last week in the 2nd half, need to see that Tyreek Givens for the rest of the season. A 1st and 10 from the 26. It's a read option on the first play, and Givens has a lot of running room to that right side, breaking a tackle, hit hard down at the 40. Now a 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. We're going to have to see the run game be a lot better than it was last week, as this one goes to Isaiah Flynn, who only gets back to the line of scrimmage, as the running game hasn't been as good as it was in previous weeks. Now a 2nd and 10 from the 39. As Sutherland tried to cut that back and follow Damien, but loses one on the play. And it could be due to the injury to Benji Wilson, having Angelo Ford in. But now a 3rd and 11 from the 39-yard line for the Huskies here. As Connor, ball right on him and just can't can't find his way to it. And now James Aldridge coming out to punt for the Huskies on their opening drive. As Bishop and Kitchen able to make the tackle at the 25-yard line. Clemens coming back out on the field after that costly turnover. Beach with a nice play. Hopefully we could see more of that. 1st and 10 now. And Darrell White and Justin able to bring down the running back a little for only a gain of 1. Second and 9 from the 26 now for the Saints. Trips to the right. As they check the ball down, Cunningham out there for the Huskies. Booth, I should say, gets back about 8.5 on that one. 3rd and inches from the 35. Huge down for the Huskies here. Can they get them off the field? And a stiff arm will ensure they don't. Little picking up the 1st down. Just barely. And now a 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. Clemens under center. 2 tight ends on the field here. And a false start by the tackle of the Saints. Lined up right on CJ Hunter. CJ still waiting for him to kind of have his breakout game this season, but a 1st and 15 from the 32. Stanton and White with a nice tackle on that one. And McMillan hurt for the Saints. An offensive lineman going down, and hate to see that, but a 2nd and 12 from the 35-yard line. As Vigil Hatcher and Beach coming in. Clemens gets the ball off, but Gage there for the tackle. Makes it a 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8 from the 38-yard line. As Vigil Hatcher coming in on the play, not able to get it. And Darrell White lays out Clemens. What a hit by Darrell White. The first quarter comes to an end in a 0-0 ball game. Like we said, 2 of the best defenses in the league this season so far. Going at it, and 2 quarterbacks struggling. Connor Kelly back there to return it. Gets out at the 9. First and 10 from the 9 now. Gibbons in gun with Stevens to the right. Play action pass here. Just going to hit Damian underneath, and Damian able to pick up 5 for his first catch of the game. 2nd and 5 from the 13-yard line. Sutherland in the backfield now for the Huskies. As Givens doesn't see anybody, just takes off and slides down at the 26. A great way to use his legs on that one. 1st and 10 from the 26 now. Jason Blacklock underneath, hangs onto that, picks up 7. As we've started to see the old Jason Blacklock from earlier in the season return after a couple of weeks being injured. 2nd and 3 from the 33 now, though. And a great ball from Gibbons, throwing it away from the defenders. And Jason with a nice catch, holding on to that one. A 1st and 10 from the 41 now. Huskies moving on the field. As this one going downfield to Hunter and swatted away by the DB. As you normally don't see Hunter on the outside, but that play was there and he beat his man. Givens just couldn't put it on him. Now a 2nd and 10 from the 41. And that is a laser between 2 defenders to Hunter, who's improving week by week in year 6. One of the best receivers in the league, proving it week after week. Now an RPO to Jason Blacklock with Hunter in front and a great block down to the 26-yard line. First and 10 from the 26. Jason already with 3 catches in this first half. As this one's a handoff to Amir Hoskins, and Hoskins using his speed down to the 4. 22 yards on that run. Great job by the line blocking for him. Now a first and goal from the 4-yard line. The big rookie Isaiah Flynn right behind him. Eric Franklin coming in motion for the Huskies. And now it's a handoff to the rookie Flynn. Only able to get 2 on that one. Couldn't barrel his way into the end zone. Huskies gonna leave him out there. Try and get the rookie his first touchdown. Second and goal from the 2. And Flynn down at the 2 once again. And now they'll switch it up. Go with a trip to the left. Drew Stevens in the backfield for the 3rd and goal play. And Tyreek Givens just walks into the end zone on the read option. And the Huskies take a 7-0 lead here late in this second quarter. There's been a defensive battle between these two teams, but a great drive going 90 yards by the Huskies on that drive. Now James Aldridge will kick this one deep to the Saints here. And McMillan with a nice tackle on that one down at the 24-yard line. See what the Saints have. Can Clemens put a drive together? First and 10 from the 24. As they check it down quickly on that one. That should bring us to the 2-minute warning. With the Huskies up 7-0. Saints have the ball though. Can tie this game. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Be interesting to see what the Saints would like to do. 2nd and 4 from the 30. As Stevens staying with a nice tackle on Booth right there, holding him up right before the first down line, and the Saints are gonna go no huddle. 3rd and inches from the 34. Drop back in to pass here, and Shane and a couple others couldn't keep up with the big tight end Ackle, as he's had a very nice game so far. My camera angle was messed up. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Going deep here. And a great adjustment by the receiver, which was nearly Steven Sand's 9th pick of the season. Hill bailing out his quarterback on that one. Now a 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. Huskies send a blitz here. Coming in. Testing. Gage Bloodgood. And Gage makes him pay. And he's going to return this one out the end zone with a couple blockers in front. Brings it back to the 20-yard line. And Gage gets his 3rd pick of the season now. And giving the Huskies the ball back with 40 seconds left and 3 timeouts. We'll have to start their drive from the 20-yard line. As Connor Kelly hangs on to that one. And it's going to be a timeout for the Huskies after a 24-yard pickup by Connor. 1st and 10 from the 44 now. Empty set for the Huskies. As the blitz is on. Tyreek Givens overthrowing a wide open Hunter on that play. Nearly was picked as well, as the DB from behind saw the ball and tried to come back to it. But a 2nd and 10 from the 44. Bunch to the right. Givens under center. Sutherland in the backfield, and it's a play action pass. Hunter can't hang on to a diving catch in the rain. That's back-to-back plays. He's been missed going across the middle. Now a 3rd and 10 from the 44. After 2 poor throws in the rain. Have to pick up this 3rd down. As he's hit, as he tries to throw it. 3 straight incompletions will end this drive for the Huskies after it looked promising after a 24-yard catch. James Aldridge kicks this one. Fair caught at the 18-yard line with 13 seconds left. Don't expect the Saints to try anything too crazy here. Down 7 in the pouring rain. Just gonna hand it off to the running back. Was able to pick up 7, but the Saints are just gonna end up going to half here with a nice tackle from Kirkpatrick. With a 7-0 lead for the Huskies. Gonna have to figure out this run game. And the defense has played well. They could stop the underneath passes a little bit better, but for the majority part, without their number 2 corner, or one of their outside corners, I should say, they've played really well on defense. But Gage will return this one, and he brings it to the 26-yard line. Saw a seam ahead, nearly broke the tackle. A 1st and 10 from the 26 now. Amir Hoskins in the backfield. Has that 22-yard run earlier. And now he breaks one, and he fumbles! And the Saints recover! But there is a flag on the play. It's a holding call on Brian Thomas, which will be declined. And it's going to be the Saints football after a costly fumble. 1st and 10 from the 34 now. Clemens in gun and wide open on the play. Miscommunication between Shane and Gage. Both went to the hitch. Nobody went to Echo. Down to the 12-yard line. The turnover the Saints needed, they finally got. Now a 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. As the Huskies send a blitz here. In the coverage, Stevenson with a great diving play to deflect that ball away. Shane also in the area. 2nd and 10 from the 12-yard line now for Clemens. As they hand the ball off to Little. Little tried to make a move, but tackled short of the 1st down line. Now a big 3rd and 4 for both teams here. Huskies spread them out, and an overthrow by Clemens. Wide open on the play. Kirkpatrick couldn't stay with him in man on the slant. And Clemens just sailed that ball. But the Saints do add 3 here. Don't know how much more of Hoskins we'll see with the 2nd fumble of the season for him. He's been struggling as of late. Thought he was bouncing back this week and just fumbled his chances away, but Gage will return it from the goal line. Brings it back to the 26-yard line and will do it again. Can the Huskies extend their lead here? 1st and 10 from the 26. It's a handoff to Drew Stevens, and Stevens is stuffed. First carry of the game for Drew Stevens comes in the 3rd quarter. It's a shocking stat to see, especially in past seasons. Drew Stevens has been this team's leading back every year. 1st and 10. It's another handoff to Drew Stevens. He picks up around 6 on that one, makes it a 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1 from the 35. Trips to the left. It's a handoff to Stevens, and he's stuffed by multiple Saints defenders. Just barely getting back to the line of scrimmage. And another punt for James Aldridge here. Punts it down to the 20, and now the defense is called upon once again to get a stop here. First and 10 from the 20. Clemens switching something at the line here. Kirkpatrick drops a pick. Played it perfectly. Played that out route perfectly and ends up dropping the pick. Might have went back for 6, but a second and 10 from the 20-yard line. Clemens dropping back the pass once again, just checks it down to Little, and Shane with a great open field tackle, losing one on the play is Little. Third and 11 for the Huskies here. For the Saints, I should say. Huge down for the Huskies defense, trying to get them off the field. As Vigil Hatcher finally comes in, hits Clemens, forces a throwaway. Great coverage downfield as the D-line got pretty much no pressure on the play. And will be punted deep. I don't know if I mentioned this, but with a win here against the Saints, the Huskies will clinch back-to-back playoff appearances. Now a first and 10 from the 31. Isaiah Flynn in the backfield for the Huskies here. It's a handoff to Flynn, and Flynn has a lot of running room, stiff-arming his way past one. Down to the 46-yard line, and a huge run for the rookie. First and 10 from the 46 now. Gibbons under center. Stevens only able to pick up 1 on that one, as the rushing game struggling once again in this week. Second and 9 from the 47. Givens making an audible at the line. It's a handoff to Drew Stevens. The Saints with only 3 down linemen. Givens switched that play immediately. And it's a great call, getting him the first down. Now a first and 10 from the 43. Saints now stacking the box here. Play action pass, as Givens gonna have to use his speed. Try and buy time, just throwing the ball away. As the Saints sent a very good blitz. Second and 10 from the 43-yard line now for the Huskies. Nearing field goal range here. And Jason Blacklock with a tough catch on that outside. Picking up the first down and now definitely in field goal range, but not again. Jason Blacklock hurt. First and 10 from the 31 now. Going across the middle, and Kylo hangs onto that one. Picking up the first down. Now the passing game over 100 yards on the game. As we hope to get word of Jason's injury, but a first and 10 from the 17 now. Play action pass here. But Damian in the back of the end zone. They're saying he didn't get his feet in. As just an ankle bruise for Jason. But Coach Paul's going to throw that challenge flag immediately. They're saying he didn't get his feet in. And it's overturned. Damian Harrison in the end zone for a Huskies touchdown. And just with great news after the injury too, Jason Blacklock will be returning with only an ankle bruise. But James Aldridge kicking this one deep here, up 14-3 to around the 3-yard line. As McMillan with a great open field tackle there. Still a hell of a tackler for the special teams unit. But a first and 10 from the 17-yard line for the Saints here. They're going to have to switch up what they've been doing on offense, as that was a risky pass between 2 Huskies defenders. Luckily, gets it off and wasn't picked. Second and 3 from the 24-yard line for the Saints here. Huskies send a blitz. And Vigil Hatcher able to tackle Little down, as the defense has done a great job this game stuffing the run. But now a first and 10 from the 28. As Vigil Hatcher coming in, hitting Clemens as he throws it. Some of the pass rush has finally started to come alive late in this one, but that will be the end of the third quarter. The Huskies up 14-3, trying to clinch a playoff spot here. 2nd and 7 from the 31-yard line. As the Saints will switch to play at the line. As they go underneath here. And Darrell White lays out the receiver down at the 40. Heath, can't believe he's standing after that hit. Was absolutely obliterated. Now a 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. And Vigil Hatcher once again coming in. As White and Justin make the tackle down at the 50. But another 1st down for the Saints here. Vigil Hatcher really coming alive in the 2nd half, but a 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line. As Shane and Gage tackle Little down after a 7-yard pickup. Nearly thought Shane punched that ball out, but not enough on it to get it out. But a 2nd and 3 here. As Gage with a nice one-on-one tackle down at the 31-yard line. Or down at the 40 will be a 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1 from the 40-yard line. Clemens under center. Will be a handoff. Little breaks the tackle from Justin. He's too big to be trying to arm tackle him, and he just proves it right there. Now a 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. As an awful throw by Clemens. As really good coverage by Cunningham on the play. Second and 10 from the 35. Clemens under center here with 4:30 left remaining. And Gage picks him off. But they're saying he stepped out. I don't know about that. Gage might have returned that one for 6 if they're saying he didn't step out. But his 2nd pick of the game. Play action pass here. And Tyree Gibbons gives it right back on that one. What a boneheaded throw and decision by Tyree Gibbons, giving the Saints more hope after Gage's 2nd pick of the game. Now a 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. Kirkpatrick with really nice coverage to break that one up. 3 turnovers on the game, 2 picks from Gage, 1 from Elliott Beach. With a 2nd and 10 now from the 48-yard line for the Saints. As they're going deep here. And Kirkpatrick was toasted. But Clemens can't put it on the money. Third and 10 from the 48 now. Clemens lit up by Darrell White once again, and he's really laying the boom. This game really has put some of these DBs on notice. As had Shane and Gage on the D-line right there for some reason, but Clemens throws a questionable ball and another drop pick for Kirkpatrick this game. That might be his 2nd or 3rd of the game. 1st and 10 from the 39. It's a handoff to Sutherland, who slammed down after picking up 1. As this is a very hard defense to move against, and showing it once again. 2nd and 9 from the 40-yard line. Givens under center. It's a handoff to Drew Stevens, trying to get that edge. Bounces off one blocker. Picking up about 8.5 on that carry. Turned nothing into something there. 3rd and inches from the 49. Givens under center. Play action pass. And right there, Jason Blacklock wide open on the play. Picking up the 1st down. Offense has been pretty lackluster all game, but they've done enough to put up 14 points, but a 1st and 10 now. It's a handoff to Steven Sutherland. Picks up 4 on that carry. That will bring us to the 2-minute warning. Huskies Just trying to run out the rest of this clock here. 2nd and 6 from the 30 now. Bunch to the left for the Huskies. That's great blocking downfield, but Drew Stevens not quick enough to get the first. Will be a 3rd and 3 from the 27-yard line now. 2 tight ends on the field here for the Huskies. They drop back the pass. Hunter wide open. Hangs on to that one. This is a dangerous pass by Tyreek Givens, but Hunter hangs on to it, picking up the first down and most likely ending this game. As Isaiah Flynn breaking tackle after tackle, picks up 3 on that carry. 2nd and 7 from the 12-yard line. Saints are out of timeouts here. Handoff to Drew Stevens, who's trucking his way through a defender down to the 4-yard line. First and goal from the 4. Isaiah Flynn in the backfield with 1:10 left. Flynn bounces off of a couple tacklers. The Saints will not let Flynn get into the end zone. Thought that was it right there. Trying to get him his first career rushing touchdown as it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Eric Franklin coming in motion. Isaiah Flynn into the end zone. Getting his first career rushing touchdown and extending this lead to 21-3. Saints will get the ball back with no timeouts and 30 seconds left, but not enough time to come back in this one. As the Huskies will clinch, as a nice return there brings them down to the 45-yard line, but the Huskies will clinch a playoff spot back-to-back years for the first time in franchise history. 1st and 10 from the 45. As he's going deep here with Shane and Steven saying in covers, and he catches it. What a catch by Heath. Bobby Heath going up against Shane, and Steven Stain somehow comes away with that catch. What a catch. A 55-yard touchdown just like that for the Saints. But the Huskies clinch a playoff spot through the adversary and the injuries and everything, and the Huskies still find a way to do it. As the Broncos lose, and now with this win, we also have a 2-game lead in the division. And what a great week this is for the Orlando Huskies, moving to 11-4 on the season. The defense led this one, as Tyreek Givens had a pretty poor game. 63.9 QB rating, 11 of 18, 147 yards, no touchdowns, had that one pick. Missed Hunter across the middle a couple times. A rushing touchdown for Givens, and Isaiah Flynn getting his first touchdown. Hoskins with that costly fumble. Had a solid game besides that, but can't put the ball on the ground. Just can't do it. Jason Blacklock led the team in catches, 5 catches for 58 yards. Just a bad game overall for the passing offense. There's no sacks allowed by the offensive line. 9 tackles for Darrell White, 8 for Gage. Tackle for loss for Shane. No sacks, but 2 picks for Gage, 1 for Elliott Beach. 3 pass deflections for Taylor Kirkpatrick, 1 for Steven Stain. No forced fumbles, but the Huskies hang on, move to 11-4 on the season, clinch a playoff spot, and next week we play the Bengals for the 1 seed in the AFC, and I'll see y'all then. Peace.